Welcome to Dump Truck Toolbox. I'm Alan, and today we're going to be talking about strobe lights. And I'm going to turn my strobe light on here because I am on the interstate, and I'm going to pull to the left here to pick up some broken up asphalt and CTA. But I want the people behind me to know I'm about to do something unexpected. The truck in front of me is getting loaded here. It's another driver from our company, and looks like he's just about done. I've been sitting here for a few minutes and turn the engine off, save fuel, reduce pollution, and also so it'd be a little quieter in the truck. As soon as he pulls off, I'm going to start the engine. So we are loading broken up asphalt here. And originally, I was instructed to take this to be recycled. I took my first load to the recycling area, and the operator there said there was too much clay in it. And so for the rest of the day, we've been hauling to the landfill, and that's where I'm going to take this load. It's always more interesting to watch someone else being loaded through the front windshield. Unfortunately, I can't get you a good camera angle with just the one camera that I keep inside the cab. Worked with this operator a lot, good guy. He's instructed me to stop right there. He's going to reposition his excavator, and then he's going to get to work loading me. I'm going to skip ahead here. I had my strobe lights on when I pulled up to get loaded, but I turned them off just because it can be annoying for the operator. They're pretty bright, and on this truck, I think especially, they're right at his eye level. So I turned them off, and then I turned them back on as soon as I got the truck moving. This is a busy construction zone. There are crews from another company working down there. And then there's also trucks that are not from my company, and so just to make sure everyone can see me, I turn them back on when I start moving through the zone here. This is a tight turn. It is we're working in the median, and we come in eastbound, and then we leave westbound. And anyone who knows about the solar system will say, wait a second, you are now turning to face the rising sun. How can you say that is westbound? So, interesting fact, the interstate here makes a big fish hook, and the eastbound interstate is pointing west, and the westbound interstate is pointing east. So my coworker's been sitting here probably for 10 minutes the whole time I got loaded. And I'm going to skip ahead here because he waits another 5 or 10 minutes. And then once I pull into position, I had to wait another 5 or 10 minutes. Still got my strobe lights on. And when I pull out, I've also got my right signal on since I'm merging to the right. And I head up the hill, and as soon as it's free, I move over into the right lane. And you can see as I go up the hill here, the truck's accelerating very slowly. I think on this load I had a total weight of about 65,000 pounds. And I just turned off the strobe lights. use the strobe lights to warn drivers around me that I'm doing something that they might not expect. And so a slow-moving truck pulling onto the interstate into the left lane is not something you would normally expect. And I turn them off when I go up the hill and get up to about 30 to 40 miles an hour. Then I figure I'm just another heavy truck moving down the road. We're going to jump ahead to the landfill, and I've already crossed the scales. I'm making the hairpin turn. Used to be a much more difficult turn, but they've been reworking the roads in the landfill. I've been out for 2 weeks on a personal vacation, and so when I pulled in here, the guy who manages the trucks coming in on this side actually had a map to show the drivers how the roads had changed and where to go. And I honestly appreciated the map because they made some fairly major changes here. I reach out here to turn on 3 switches. They're for the headlights and the other exterior lights on the truck. They should have been on already. What happened was when I turned the ignition off to limit the amount of idling, I turned the lights off just to protect the battery. And when I turned the truck back on, I forgot to turn the exterior lights on. It was a mistake. I blame it on the fact that I was out of the truck for 2 weeks and lost the habit of making sure the lights were on whenever I started the truck. When I used to train transit bus drivers, my rule of thumb was the lights on the exterior of the vehicle should be on at all times. And I've tried to carry that over to the dump truck. The difference is with a transit bus, if there's strobe lights on it, you want those strobe lights on all the time. Just like a school bus, really. On a dump truck, the strobe lights, as I mentioned earlier, are best seen as a warning to drivers, I'm about to do something unexpected. On our 2-week vacation, my wife and I traveled by a car almost 4,000 miles, and I noticed how comfortable a car is compared to a dump truck. You can see me bouncing around a little bit here. And this is true driving off-road like I am now, but it's also true even on the interstate. A dump truck is really designed to carry a lot of weight safely, and driver comfort is a distant second. While I was gone, they did a couple of repairs I did not expect on my truck. They put in a brand new driver's seat. The previous one had some tears in the upholstery, and the air suspension was not in the best of shape. So it was very nice to come back and have a brand new seat waiting for me. The other repairs had to do with the windows. Both of the windows had trouble going up and down. And the driver's side window is a hand crank, and it was getting especially bulky. So I assume they fixed it, lubricated it, put it back in the track. And the same on the passenger side. That's a power window. It was just incredibly slow. Positioning the truck to back up to where I'm going to dump the demolition debris. The dirt is soft here, and so I need to get a fair amount of speed up. And in doing that and thinking about the speed I needed to maintain, I make my second known mistake of the day. I'm sure I made other mistakes. And so I forgot to put up my drop axles. Now, because the dirt was soft, it didn't wear out the tires. But fortunately, the operator for the front loader of the landfill waved me down and through hand signals and me turning the engine off until I could finally understand him, he informed me I needed to put the drop axles up. So I did that, and then backed up a little bit further. So I backed all the way down this temporary soft road. Had to keep enough speed up that it didn't sink in. And then once I get into position here, I shift into neutral and turn on my PTO that runs the hydraulic pump, unlock the tailgate, and start lifting the bed of the truck. And in just a second here, you can hear and see the debris coming out. So I'll pull forward here and head down to the truck wash. I want to take this time to thank you for watching. It's always a pleasure to be able to share with you. If you have any comments or observations, questions, or anything else, please post them below in the comments section. If you liked today's video or found it interesting, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, please, so other people can find it. As always, be safe out there, including having your lights on when they should be. As we were traveling across the country the past 2 weeks, there was a disturbing number of people who had on daytime running lights at 5 in the morning or 8 o'clock at night. And your taillights do not come on if you have your daytime running lights on, even if your dashboard is lit up. So please make sure you have the right lights on. I hope to see you again soon on the Dump Truck Toolbox. I've got to head down the road, so enjoy a little music as we make our way to pick up more demolition debris.